Hey guys, this is James.
And this is Denny for episode 156.
That is correct.
Of TV. It's a new week, a new shirt.
Yeah, a new day.
A new day.
Yep. And it's been sunny in Seattle for the last 3 weeks. It's been quite wonderful, actually.
It's pretty nice out right now.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, the last 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yes. 3 weeks. Yes, got it. Sorry, I had to.
So we are drinking some high-quality shit from Bana Tea, which is exactly what Linda Louie, the owner over there, would call it. So we are having some Lao Banzhang from 2012. So Lao Banzhang, for those that are not familiar, is one of the very hyped areas of Pu'erh, and is famous for its strong tea.
So James asked before the show, do you want to do a strong or a not so strong raw? And I was like, let's go for it. So we're going for it.
Yeah, so we'll let you guys know if we could sleep at night or not. Mm-hmm. But this is from 2012, Ming Qian, so that means it was pre-Ming Qian, so it was before that date. So it was an early harvest tea. And this thing comes in a brick of 100 grams. Sells for about $200, so it's not a cheap tea. It's not a budget tea.
It is high quality shit.
Well, yeah, we will find that out.
Good.
All right, we'll give this a quick rinse.
Cool.
And you know, for something that's in brick form, there's a lot of sediment there.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Comes in a brick form, so kind of expected.
Mm-hmm.
And so, one thing that Linda Louie actually recommends for this tea is brewing it at a slightly lower temperature, which is kind of interesting. And we've let it cool down a little bit, so it might actually be a little bit lower than our normal parameters.
Gotcha. And why don't you explain this brewing vessel while I'm sniffing?
Yeah, so this is a shibo, or a shibo ridashi, or something like that. It's Japanese. There are also Korean versions of it, sort of like this. And I don't actually know the differences between them. This was given to me as a gift, as I don't really buy all that much teaware. It's very nice looking.
Yeah.
Very aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's got a nice white ceramic inside. It's comfortable. They're super easy to use. Nothing wrong with the Gaiwan at all. We use them all the time. But this is a great device for folks who are just wanting to get started with loose leaf tea and brewing a Gongfu style, but maybe not with the Gaiwan. So, and all the Gongfu style means is basically just the leaves exposed in the water and then poured out.
Yeah, and generally, like lots of leaf and not as much water.
Yeah, and short brewing times.
So,
and you also have to be a badass.
That's true. So, and we are the certifiers of that. So
text us for the certification.
I don't care about
$200.
text. PayPal us.
PayPal.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll send you the badass certificate.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow. It's really sweet.
Yeah. It's already quite viscous.
Yeah.
Strong viscosity right away.
It's not actually knocking me over in terms of its epic intensity yet. Mm-hmm. But this is the first steeping, so. But yeah, I mean, the most remarkable thing about this is definitely the sweetness. And it's young, somewhat young, so
it's fairly green tasting.
Yeah, I agree. But it's nice. It's got a lot of strong, powerful flavor to it, and yet it is balanced well. So that's kind of the big, one of the big parts there. Be balanced.
So what this area is known for is having sort of like a big, strong, bitter taste initially, and I think some of that I agree. It's not like overwhelmingly bitter or anything like that. Like, and then it's known for, probably more importantly, for having a really nice sort of returning to the throat tasting a lot of sweetness in your throat very quickly as far as tea goes. So we'll see if we pick up on that as we continue with this.
And as you probably have noticed from the previous episodes, James, we're actually brewing, letting the tea sit a little bit, and then brewing again. And one of the reasons why is to maintain the thermal mass, essentially, if you want to get nerdy about it, of the God damn it. of the hot water and the energy in the tea vessel. Fuck you.
You should smell it.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I'm just pissed now.
It smells even nicer.
It smells great. Yeah, no, it really does. It does actually smell much more raw. Profile.
More nuts and sweeter acorns, shit like that.
And this is, it's pretty opened up actually.
Yeah.
So.
You can definitely tell it's a brick looking at the leaves.
Cheers. It's just tasting really sweet to me in a great way.
Yeah.
With that kind of like earthy, raw Pu'erh sweetness. A little floral. Definitely floral.
Yeah. Definitely like a mix of green flavors. The flavor itself is actually, I would tend to say it's not like a super complex, oh my god, there's so much going on flavor. Mm-hmm. I do notice some of that returning sweetness in my throat. I'm starting to feel thirsty. Feel a little bit energized, but I mean, we are still just a couple steeps into this guy.
Yeah, this is really tasty so far, and I'm enjoying it. To me, it tastes like a dense but quite palatable young raw Pu'erh, with really great sweet notes. I'm getting the intensity of flavor for sure, but I'm not getting the intense bitterness, at least yet.
Yeah. You know, I think some of that just, like, it's 4 years later.
Yeah.
Those notes may have fallen off. I mean, I consider that a good thing. I don't like to be necessarily
I'm not
bashed in the head with bitterness.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Maybe a little bit more buttery and nutty in this steep.
And there's more tannin going on at this point. Well, there is tannin now. I don't think there has been yet.
Yeah, no, there definitely is. I definitely can sense some astringency that's continuing to build. And so with reheated water, we would expect that to maybe even build a little bit. So we're definitely going to keep this steep time very short.
Now I'm getting those bitter notes. I'm also getting a little bit of reminiscent green tea flavors. Interestingly enough, there's kind of this associated crispness that this tea seems to have a little bit of. Not grassy, but fresh. That I wasn't getting earlier. So this is nice. Definitely feeling the energy as well.
It's a good thing to split this with someone else, so we don't
share your badassity.
Yeah.
Cheers. What?
Cheers.
4?
This is 4.
Yeah. Definitely getting the nuttier flavors now. Interestingly enough, I think because of the shortened steep time, it's a little bit less viscous.
Yeah, actually, it more bitter though.
Yeah, but the flavors on this are kind of fun because it's definitely changing a lot as we're brewing it out. But yeah, I was really tasting a lot more of the nut, walnut kind of flavors.
Yeah, and I definitely get. To me, this is not a tea that really tastes amazing or complex right away. There's a lot of bitter, sort of pungent nuts and stuff that you taste. But then after I drink my cup, and then I try to sense sort of like what's going on in my mouth, I have just like a lot of sweetness filling my mouth. And Linda Louie actually suggested drinking water after this and just seeing how the water tastes, just for the effect that this tea sort of has on your mouth.
Yeah. That's smart. That's
So
cool.
I thought that was also interesting.
Yeah. Feeling very a little tea drunk. Definitely very alert. Wonderful aftertaste. I do agree entirely.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here enjoying it.
And how do you think this tea, Denny, compares to the pound cake, which you have now had the pleasure of consuming 2 of?
It's not as floral. It's more. It tastes a little older. It tastes a little bit less. It's interesting because it's not. There's the sweetness, but it's a different characteristic of sweetness. With the pound cake.
Yeah.
So this has more of an earthy sweetness. I think it has a longer lasting flavor in your mouth sweetness. I think there's a little bit more complexity in this tea. The pound cake is great. It's full-bodied. It's sweet and delicious. And then you're done with it,
Yep.
This is one of those teas that's a little bit more complex.
Yep. And the pound cake also has more of those sort of like very floral top notes to it.
Most definitely.
Yeah. And I wonder if this tea would have had those same 2 if we were to drink it back in 2012.
Although I wonder, too, if it would have been much more bitter. Because the pound cake is not at all bitter. And so this, and you can mess it up, but this has that...
Yeah. If we brewed this tea like we brewed the black tea from 2 weeks ago, I think there might be bodies to clean up. Although our the aftertaste would be amazing.
This is changing so much. This is one of the more fun teas that we've had on the show recently, and I'm really enjoying it. Yeah,
It's thicker. It's not. The bitterness actually died a little bit on this one. That's kind of nice.
So, folks who want to learn more about Bana Tea,
yeah, go check them out at banateaccompany.com. You can email Linda over there. I think you can also email if you want her to make you a small 5-gram sample like this, so you don't need to pay $200 just to have this taste. You could pay $10 for something like this, and a chance to try a tea from a region that tends to produce very, very expensive tea. And check out tdb.org as well. Subscribe to our YouTube channel below. Hit that red button. Subscribe to our Twitter, our Instagram, our Periscope, our MailChimp. Our mailing list. That's the company that does our mailing list. Like us on Facebook.
And to PayPal donations.
Very welcome.
On the hour, every hour.
Yeah. So is that even an option? Because you could do like the monthly payments, hourly payments.
We're gonna make it an option.
Yeah, I'm gonna email what's his face, Musk, right now.
Do it,
because he totally has the connection to this point. Yeah,
cool.
Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in, and we.